everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to Rabbit Hole Roundtable Talks. If you're new here, grab a cup of coffee. Oh, don't do that. Just come. Just come in. Just come in.
Pause. Go
Today
ahead.
we got some odd news. And this week we're doing a theme where the first article is going to be something artistic. Oh wait, the theme isn't going to be Friday, just today and Monday. Um, Something artistic is going to be the first article, and then next article is going to be something interesting. So this week we're doing odd news. I mean, today we're doing odd news, and I'm Mino slash MK, and this is
Wanted/wanted.
all right. And Wanted said that he wanted y'all to hear his beautiful voice,
Hey.
so we're going to listen to the sultry melodies of the Wanted organ pipes.
All right. This article is coming out of, I don't know what this is, bro. Thailand. So they
Yeah.
turned some rice fields into art, and I guess like Monday we'll describe the art first, and then we'll read it. So as I look, it just becomes more and more like artistic. There's
Yeah.
a dragon with like a friendly face, like a cartoon face, and then there's like a cat or something on top of his back.
Yeah.
They're flying through the clouds. On the left is another dragon head, I think, or a koi fish, right above the circle.
That one tough. I can't really tell.
And then on the
Like a
bottom
fish.
left, I see different colors here in the rice fields.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know the dragon. You ever watch One Piece?
sure.
No, you haven't.
I watched 16
Nah,
episodes. I
nah.
watched
You
16
gonna watch?
episodes twice.
You gonna say? Isn't that the one where he does
Nah,
the
I
shadow
promise, I
the
promise, I
shadow
promise, I
clone
promise, I
jutsu?
promise, I promise. I'm not gonna do that.
um. So in the more recent episodes for One Piece,
Yeah.
he's into Gear Fifth, and in that form, he could basically cartoonerize the world or whatever.
Mm,
And that's what that reminded me of, like him like
gotcha.
shooting his eyes out, like how like in those old like Looney Tune cartoons. That's what it
Yeah.
reminded me of. Yeah.
Speaking of cartoonify, I don't. This is like a small pet peeve that's unrelated. I don't like when anime like shifts too much. Like it'll have like a Death Note type style, then something
Yeah.
happens and it turns like a extremely cartoony style because they try to like show
Yeah.
emotion. It's like I get it, but just I don't know.
I
Just me.
agree.
Okay, good.
Like I don't like when they do like chibi, like they be just regular and then they switch to chibi. I'm like, bruh,
Yeah,
stop.
yeah. You know what? It's okay, but then it's like 15 times the episode. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
time to go to sleep.
Speaking
Okay.
of anime, you know what I've been like getting annoyed with anime is like they be too emotional sometimes in anime, man.
That's the
Like what you
point.
crying for?
No, that's the point of it.
Nah, bro. I like anime where like the emotion is subtle.
Mm,
So like your empathy or like your like ability to relate with what's happening with a character makes you feel the emotion instead of them having to like force it on me with the
I
character
understand
crying
that.
so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand that. Okay.
All right.
A 2-acre paddy field in northern Thailand has been transformed into an artwork depicting a dragon and a cat. Ooh, symbols of hope and resilience as the community recovers from floods. The farm owner Thanyapong Jakam told AFP that the cat represents the residents of his hometown, Chiang Rai, who faced devastating floods during last year's monsoon season. The dragon, last year's zodiac symbol, is shown protectively holding the cat. He himself,
Wait.
an automobile engineer, collaborated with 20 other people, including friends and family, to create the design. Using AI technology and satellite imagery with rice plants as the main medium. Wow. We just talked about AI.
Mm-hmm.
Requiring meticulous planning and execution over the span of a month, the artwork cost him around 500,000 baht, 14.5 thousand to create. The art required great attention to detail, so we had to be very careful, he told AFP. But with the help of today's technology, it became easier. The artwork was open to the public in late December, but we're not ready for many visitors, he said. You know,
That's cool.
this technology theme though makes me want to bring up my video that I want to talk about for my positive news. So this week that might be the theme.
This week could be technology, you think?
But then I have a video to
Art
show
and
you.
technology.
Yeah,
Ooh, this is Steam Week.
nice. I have a video to show you then that we can
Okay.
record and watch together.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, so that's the article.
BTW. That's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
It's interesting to see
That's
AI technology being used for
crazy.
that.
That's big.
It is. That's acres of land, like
How do
thousands of
you
acres.
how do you know what to do? Like that's
Yeah,
extreme like GPS usage right there.
yeah.
Plant the
And
red
imagine like
crop
you're
at
underground
yeah.
and all you seeing is that you making like a little curve and you're like, this is not art.
Wow, and you know satellite imagery is not like it's not updated until probably like a week or two or something. That's why it took so long. But you can't really see
Yeah,
what you're doing until you see what you're doing.
right. I wonder what it would be like underground though, like as a person walking through it.
Hmm.
Because if we are like based on the imagery with how the trees are in the from the satellite view,
Yeah.
I could tell we're pretty high up.
Hmm.
Like you could probably see this from an airplane at best.
I think a good way to do it is use Google Earth and go all the way down into like street view and see how it looks.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that offline though.
Yeah. All right. That's our
Yeah,
first
yeah.
odd news. Not it's odd. It is odd.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Next article. I did some digging myself. 'Cause I wanted to help me, because he's the main one running the podcast in this whatever is this
Iteration.
duration that it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
iteration.
I
Yeah.
looked up some stuff. Iteration. I looked up some stuff myself. I'm like, you know what? Let me help him out. Let me talk some more. So that when we do content and stuff, we're both talking. We're both giving. So I found an article that I thought was very odd. It's from the UK. Woman. Oh, sorry. Selfish of me. I sent it to you, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Woman surprised after being declared dead.
Wow.
Nicole Paulino discovers she's registered as deceased, saying the development really, really messes up my life. There's a picture of her in tears. Hmm.
Yeah.
A woman has spoken of her anguish after she was mistakenly declared dead. Nicole Paulino of Gaithersburg in Maryland made the discovery after applying to renew her driver's license. She said she was left frightened and surprised as a text informing her she was officially dead popped up in the Maryland Motor Vehicle Administration system. It then appears that I am deceased, she told NBC4 Washington, part of Sky News U. Okay. I got a little frightened, I'm not gonna lie, and surprised because I am alive. I'm here. Or so you think. Officials then informed Ms. Polino she could not renew her license before she received a letter from the U.S. Internal Revenue Service describing her as a deceased taxpayer. Health insurance for the mother and her three children was cancelled, prompting a stream of medical bills and leaving her unable to get the inhaler she needs for her asthma. This really, really messes up my life, Paulino said before breaking down in tears. It has affected me a lot. It's affected my health, my mental health. She then received a call from Social Security office. Ugh. She then received a call from Social Security officials who told her the mistake was the result of a typo. According to the representative, a funeral home tried to report someone else dead, but got a digit wrong in the Social Security number, submitting Paulino's number instead. The Social Security Administration told NBC4 Washington its records were highly accurate and that less than 0.33% of the more than 3 million death reports they receive annually were later corrected, suggesting around 10,000 reports were wrong each year. This happens this happens almost on a daily basis, attorney Joseph McLean previously told the network. The impact is the worst impact you can have on your credit report. Polino told NBC4 Washington that following their inquiries, she received a letter from the Social Security Administration saying the mistake had been corrected and that she was officially alive again.
That's crazy.
Wow.
The only positive about this
This,
is that your student loans will be canceled if you're no longer alive.
well, why won't you come back alive?
I won't tell them, no, you don't cancel it.
Oh, man,
Because
that's
all the
sad.
harm that it did to her is not going to go away now that she's back alive. It
Yeah,
don't happen.
yeah, that's true.
So we have something positive out of it.
Yeah, we just got
That's
credit
why
messed up
there's just
though.
loans. She might not.
Yeah, that's sad.
It is. It's very sad.
So,
Dang.
what would you
There
do?
needs to be some kind of recompense. Like they need to.
Yeah,
Never mind. It's America. What you was gonna say?
this this is in the UK. Oh wait, the UK reported on it. Okay, yeah, it is America.
Oh, this is in UK.
No, the UK reported on it, but it's from Maryland. She's in Maryland.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I thought I heard
Yeah,
something
yeah.
I know of.
How would you feel if you realized that you were reported dead? What would be your first steps?
I would probably think that my identity got stolen. Honestly, that would be my first reaction. I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, somebody stole my identity and then died." But first, I'll feel some kind of like happiness, like good, they died, because
Mm,
to my identity, right? You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
wants retribution.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be like, but wait, what does that mean for me? Because I'm still alive. So I'll probably like report my identity stolen, and then I'll probably go through the steps of like securing my identity, which I probably still should do
Yeah,
because people have all our SSNs on the dark web. So I think everybody should just honestly secure their identity.
yeah.
But it's just such a hassle. Too many steps. And then after that, I think what I would do is I would make sure my student loan's gone. Then when I get back my identity,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, my student loan's done already get canceled. I don't even remember how much I owe.
Oh boy.
Nah, I know that won't work in real life. They don't have records. But I think that's it. I think I just try and secure my identity and then get it rectified, and hopefully the social security office call me and tell me the typo within a couple of days or something.
And I feel like there should be some kind of something to help her get back on her feet
I agree.
because she lost her insurance, her credit is messed up. There's a
Maybe
lot.
she could sue though.
Yeah, she could probably sue them, but they'll outlive her in terms of how far she could take it.
Yeah, true.
She'll probably follow this case and see.
Yeah, she probably doesn't even have enough money to be like, or time, because people think like suing is such a simple thing, but it takes so much time,
Yeah.
and people have work and kids and a life, and we're not rich. So, dang.
So wait, that means all her money went to somebody else.
Her what, life insurance stuff?
Everything. When you die, your bank account goes to your next of kin.
True.
It's like
I wonder what happened to her.
how dead was she?
Right, like what happened to her? Why did her life insurance get canceled instead of being paid out? That's kind of weird. Yeah,
Mm.
a lot of the stuff that happened was kind of weird.
But how do you know she died? Like how? Like hmm, this is interesting.
Well, they said that, well, because they put the wrong SSN, I guess that pings out to like different people, like this person is deceased or whatever.
Mm.
So like, but again, like, why wouldn't the insurance pay out her family and stuff? Like, oh, your
Exactly.
person died. Here's the coverage that
Like
we
a
owe
life
you.
insurance, yeah.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you. Never mind. Positive news. Positive news.
Yeah, yeah, positive news. Yo, it's really hard. It's really hard, especially in America, to stay positive.
Ooh. Positive. Positive.
Oh, we got this.
All right. On to the next one. This is from I don't know. But the title is A Warthog, Hyena, and a Porcupine Walked into a Hole and Decided to Live Together. So a porcupine, a hyena, and a warthog walk into a burrow. That's supposed to be a joke. Okay. No, it's not the setup of a bad joke, but the abstract in a scientific paper published in the African Journal of Ecology, which found they all were able to cohabit the burrow. Despite the cramped confines of the dugout then being flush with quills, teeth, and tusks, no blood was spilled on the pages of this rental agreement. In fact, the scientists who discovered this novel phenomena while observing camera traps outside hyena dens in wildlife preserve in Kenya suggest that it was, in fact, a healthy respect for the threats presented by the mutually formidable weaponry. Den sharing isn't completely novel. It has been observed among porcupines, pine martens, foxes, and badgers in the same Hillsborough complex in Italy in 2019. However, this is the first time it's been seen in African animals. In one of the hollows could be found up to 7 hyenas, 3 warthogs, and 2 porcupines, and in another, 11 hyenas, 6 warthogs, and 2 porcupines. They shared the space for months and would sometimes come and go within minutes of each other. Hyenas and porcupines are mostly nocturnal, and warthogs are mostly diurnal, so shared dens could be occupied on a time-share basis, researchers said, who stipulated, however, that there was evidence of all three staying in the burrow at the same time. The scientists didn't confirm their existence. Potentially separate chambers under the ground likely gave the trio much needed space, making them more like neighbors than roommates. The prevailing theory, according to lead author Mark Dufus Desormeaux et al., is that during the dry season, the very hard earth made it economical to utilize existing burrows rather than expend energy digging new ones. Whether the rain result When the rains returned, the rental agreement seemed to have ended, and the members went their separate ways. Interestingly, the hyenas burrowing with porcupines and warthogs seem to entirely refrain from hunting these species, while other hyenas in burrows not occupied by the other animals continue to do so. It's certainly a line of inquiry that deserves more attention. Wow.
That is basically Zootopia.
Lion King.
Yeah,
Well,
and Lion King.
yeah.
That's interesting that while they're rooming with them, they didn't hunt
Yeah,
them.
I was just gonna say that's like evolution ish.
It was like, let me not eat anybody out in the wild because I might come back home and you know what I mean? A
Like,
snack waiting for me.
hey, Carl, you smell like warthog. Like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. That was Sheila. Only a dolphin got that joke.
That's cool though. I like that.
Yeah. Um. Hmm. You think if a lion, a human, and I don't know, a deer was living in a cave? Wait, hold on. Never mind. That ain't gonna ever happen.
I want to
But
say
like, the lion would like not eat them. But I think in this case, part of the reason why is because they all have dangerous like things that could harm the other one. So they're
yeah,
like just chill for now.
yeah. You ever watch Life of Pi?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a sad movie
it
in the
was
end.
long, and I fell asleep several times throughout it. But it was sad.
The end was sad.
What happened in the end?
The tiger just walks away and leaves him alone when they get to
Oh,
land.
so why was it sad then?
Cause they spend so much time becoming friends that he thought they were friends, and then the tiger's like, "All right, I gone back to the jungle,"
I
and he
thought he
just
had to defend himself against the thing.
on the boat,
Yeah, he
and
had to
then
defend himself against it.
yeah, and then on the boat they became like mutual friends. Where like he wouldn't try to eat him, and they feed each other and stuff like that. Remember the tiger almost died because he was starving, so he had to get fish and feed him and blah blah blah. So they
Oh,
became
I
close. 'Cause they were watching like the not the Northern Lights. They watched the bioluminescence fish moving through and all that stuff. They bonded
might have to watch it again.
and stay awake. Yeah, I know, I know.
Harry promised that. Oh man. What kind of movies do you like to watch, by the way?
Anything. Since I don't have time, if I see something that looks interesting, I just watch it. I'm a
How do you
very
feel
like
about that? How do you feel about that anime I suggested to you? Have you been keeping up?
the talker.
Yeah.
I've been trying to watch it. I started a new
Uh,
one as well.
what's the name of it?
Um, the Red Ranger now lives in a magical world. That's not the title. That's what happens in it.
Oh, I'm about to be like, that song kind of interesting. Let's see if I
Let
can
me
look it up.
see. Oh, it is. The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. So
Oh,
basically, I'll get a premise. These are like real Power Rangers, like real,
yeah.
and they're fighting a monster. And after they fight the monster, the Red Ranger sacrifices himself to kill it, and he just wakes up in a different world. And now he's like an adventurer, like an adventurers guild. It just started
That's
two
cool.
episodes. I enjoyed it thoroughly because Power Rangers are very over the top. That's just him. And then the
I,
people in the show is like, it's like he's in the future because Power Rangers are like very technical, and he like now he's in the past where it's all about magic and stuff. And they're like, how where's that coming from? Like, why he talking like that? What's with all these?
he do it. Yeah, he do it. All the extras. Yo, I know that thing
It's
funny.
funny. It's funny without being like what you're saying. It's just funny. So you should watch
Yeah,
that.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
Oh
Movies that
man.
you like?
I like um I like animes that have like fighting in it. Like, have you heard of Windbreakers?
Maybe.
So basically, it's about like this boy who's different. He wants to be accepted, but he finds acceptance through fighting. But he goes to this school in this neighborhood that's like overrun with like a bunch of different gangs. But there's this one school where all the students like to fight,
Yeah.
but they basically protect the whole town from all the gangs and stuff. So
Mm.
he inadvertently he joined that school because he wanted to fight because he heard a fighting school, like everybody
Yeah,
fighting all the
yeah.
time. But then he basically becomes part of the school protecting the town, and it's really
Gotcha.
cool. The fight scenes are really cool.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then of course I told you about the talker. I like animes where like there's some kind of like anti-hero.
Mm.
I don't like when the good guy is always like purely good. I want him to like kind of be human. Like in the talker, he literally sold his quote unquote friends into I don't know if I could say that word on YouTube or not. Slavery. And
It is what it is.
you know what? I have to stop caring and we just bleep it out if we need to, I
So the only
guess.
thing I would suggest is that we don't curse or be extreme in the first 2 minutes or so. After that, I don't really
Oh, don't
care.
worry. Yeah, don't worry. I won't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he sold his quote unquote friends into slavery.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like they deserve it. Like I don't know what to say. So I like that.
So it's
And
called The
then
Most Notorious Talker Runs the World's Greatest Clan. Just so anybody is interested. Because we just saying whatever we want.
yeah, we
Well,
literally
that
just
was
talk
me.
about
That
what we
was me.
want.
That was me. I'm sorry. I don't have time to learn the whole title.
Neither me. I cannot remember it.
What's with
The
the
most notorious. What? I don't forget again.
You know why? Because in Japanese it's like it's short, it's a short little blah 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 done, but to translate it's like yeah, it's
Yeah.
8 word title. We got time for that.
Oh, and then there's solo leveling. Have you been watching solo leveling?
I need to go back into it, but I was.
Dude,
Yeah.
my boy,
Yeah.
I am so hyped, right? That I haven't watched any episode. I want to wait a full month so I could at least watch 4 episodes in a row. Cause this waiting week to week shit.
Yeah. I got into it because I saw a clip on Instagram of somebody doing a voice over one of the fights. I'm like, this is intense.
That dude would be doing like
Hiya!
I can't even mimic it. I can't even
Get over here! Like
yeah, yeah.
I was like, I have
I
to
love
watch
those.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man.
But yeah, that's the anime I like. I used to watch One Piece, but I lose interest in animes when they release week to week,
Mm-hmm.
and when they take their breaks and then they
Oh
come back.
yeah, yeah.
And for One Piece, it was like they went on break and then they came back, and I was like, I don't remember where I stopped. So like, I just gonna stop. I just don't want to watch anymore.
Mm.
But I searched for this Red Ranger thing, and I found two other animes that I might try and look at too.
All right.
This one is called Mars Red.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically it looks like it's about vampires. It says the summary of it says it's 1923, and until recently, vampires kept to the shadows. When the mysterious blood source Askra appears, their numbers swell, leaving Japan covered in bodies. In response, the government spawns its own coven to infiltrate the dark with S rank, and then it stops there. Sounds interesting. And then there's this other one called Red Garden. Kate, Claire, Rose, and Rachel once explored the streets of New York with the promise of limitless futures unfolding before them. But now, murdered and resurrected as killers, they must silence demonic beasts no ordinary weapon can destroy.
I
Sounds
did
interesting.
not like the artwork, but I might look into it.
Which one?
Red Garden. I don't like how some of the stuff look, but I don't know if it's just because of it's on Google.
Uh,
But it's okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right, folks. That's been our odd news with a segue into anime, which might do a lot because we just like anime and stuff like that.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know what your favorite anime is. And like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, do all the stuff that all the YouTubers say to do. And come back soon. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.